4A, Grand Central Terminal. Everything about Grand Central Terminal, GCT, conveniently located in the heart of Manhattan, is remarkable. On an average day, 700,000 people pass in and out of it. The information booth in the main concourse, the huge room that is the focal point of the building, gets as many as 1,000 visitors an hour. Standing beside it, you feel that if you stood there long enough, you would eventually see every person you have ever known in your life. It's the town square for 8 million people, says GCT spokesperson Dan Brucker. If people get separated in the city, they'll meet at the information booth. GCT's art and style reflect the great economic success of railroad companies before the growth of car and air travel. You could spend years in Grand Central before you discovered all its secrets. Its tennis courts, its hidden railroad cars, its private ground floor apartment, now a bar. 9 stories below the lowest floor that the public gets to see is a basement known as M42. Brucker explains, "This is not just the deepest and the biggest, but the most secret basement in the city. During World War II, there were shoot-to-kill orders if you showed up down here. It was where the power came from to move the trains carrying soldiers. Today, one box in the basement holds a small red button about the size of a coin. Above it is written Emergency Stop. If you press this button, says Brucker, you could make 125,000 people late for dinner." Above the ground, the main concourse features a ceiling painted to look like the night sky, with stars shining down. Over the years, smoke blackened this beautiful ceiling. Although people thought smoke from trains was the cause, it was actually tobacco smoke. However, it has since been cleaned and now shows its original beauty. In the name of modernization, plans were made to destroy GCT in the 1960s. However, many people objected, and finally, New Yorkers decided GCT was worth saving. In 1976, the U.S. government agreed. It made GCT a National Historic Landmark, recognizing its importance for all Americans and ensuring its continued protection. Once threatened with destruction, Grand Central Terminal continues to give pleasure to passengers and sightseers in Manhattan. Grand Central Terminal by the numbers. Size: covers 20 hectares of land, almost 30 soccer fields, 53 kilometers of track, and 44 platforms, more than any other station in the world. Commuters: about 125,000 a day. Visitors: some 575,000 people a day come just to eat, shop, and sightsee. Oldest business: the Oyster Bar, opened in 1913, the same year as GCT. Meals served in terminal restaurants: 10,000 a day. Newspaper recycled: over 4,500 kilograms a day. Percentage of trains on time: 98. Items in lost and found: 19,000 a year.